What's up, YouTube? Back with another video, and if you seeing this, if you clicked on this video, this is your sign to go ghost. Go ghost on the people, places, and things that aren't serving your higher self, that aren't serving the you that you're trying to become. Because when you go ghost, it's all about growth and discipline and transformation. It's about you sitting with yourself and seeing what you really want for your life. And it gets hard to really figure out what you want for your life when you're surrounded by a lot of people and it's a lot of noise, clutter. You need peace and solitude to find this clarity and get some direction in your life, especially if you're a young man. You gotta be moving with, you gotta have some sense of direction and be moving with intention to get to this ever-changing destination, this journey that we call life. But first you must find solitude, whatever that is. If that's going somewhere else, locking yourself in a room, putting your phone on D&D, or all of these things combined, do that. Do what you have to do. Of course, don't shut the whole world out. You got family and things of that nature, loved ones that you locked in with, that need to that want to hear from you and things of that nature. You can't shut them out. People checking up on you that actually care about you and your well-being, don't just shut them out. But the communication will be cut short because you're trying to you're trying to go within. And in this time, you'll figure out what you really want for yourself if you already haven't already. And in this time, once you figure it out, write down your goals. Write down these goals. Write down these sets of things that you see for yourself, and be serious about it. Once you get the sense of direction, start executing. Just start executing in this ghost mode. Start executing. And things will shift. Things will begin to shift. You'll pick up new habits, and you'll begin to expose a lot of people who were thriving or were taking advantage of you not living up to your capacity, not living up to who you really are. And people will say you changed, which you have. You changed. You picked up on better habits, and you're picking up on your higher self, the true you, what you really wanted for yourself. And that's okay. People, you can't please everyone. So these people never really had your best interest to begin with. If they were thriving off of you being blind to this world and you having habits that were decreasing you, were keeping you stagnant, Because if something isn't pushing you towards your goal, it's pushing you away. If something isn't helping, it's hurting. It's hurting. Life is never just stagnant, and it's never that way. Like it's either bringing you to it or it's pushing you away. But once things start to happen, things start to shift, people will find a way to exit. Those who weren't really there for you and who really don't care for your journey. And that's okay. We always feel like things need to be added on to our life, but a lot of times for new blessings to come in, or sorry about that, the video had cut out, but we like to feel like blessings are always add-ons, things being added on to our life. But blessings are things, the true blessings they're hidden in things that are being taken away from us, that we can't seem to let go. And that's something I grew to learn. In hindsight, it's clear to me now that a lot of things were took out of my life to free myself, so to speak. But people will expose themselves and how they truly feel about your elevation, or they truly feel about you working on yourself. Once you execute the goals, whether it's small steps being taken, celebrate yourself. Take a small celebration. Take a walk. Go, whatever it is. However you reward yourself, as long as this reward is not backsliding for what you're trying to achieve. If you're trying to stop smoking, you don't reward yourself with a joint. You don't reward you gotta use your head and find ways to reward yourself for these new habits that you're picking up. Just treat yourself. Go take a trip. Once you did the grand scheme, like you achieved the goal that you set out to achieve, celebrate yourself, man. Give yourself a pat on the back. Take the trip. Take the trip. Whatever that may look like for you. However big of a goal, however big of a thing this is, it's up to you to measure what your reward will be. You set out what your reward will be when you achieve this said goal. And and once you do that, you just rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Sometimes you're not just gonna go ghost in one period of your life. It depends on how big your goals are. If you're setting the bar a little low, then you probably only gonna go like ghost like probably 2-3 times in your life. But sometimes, for me personally, this is something that I find myself constantly having to do. Like, I'm constantly trying to go ghost. Cause it's my vision is, I'm not gonna lie, I got some crazy dreams. So, and even if I don't achieve what's in my mind, I'm shooting for the moon, and hopefully I'll land on the stars type of deal. You know, and I feel like that's not a bad approach. Life is already can have a lot of disappointments. So why not shoot for the highest trajectory? Why not shoot? Why not shoot for the moon? Why not? And if you do get there, that's wonderful. But if you don't, you still damn close. So yeah, man, that was my video. That was pretty much the point of the video, man. Just go ghost. Find solitude. Write down your goals. And if it's your first time going ghost, you know, people will reveal themselves. If you got people around you that don't got your best interest, they'll reveal themselves. And you trying to better yourself. And you execute these goals, and then you find ways to celebrate yourself according to how big the accomplishment is, according to how big the goal is that you done knock down for that day, or you knock down. You find ways to celebrate yourself, and you rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. On to the next goal. On to the next goal. Just like that. And that was pretty much it, man. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.